Now we see here some properties of relationships through examples. Let A is equal to a set with the given elements, and we define relations R, S and T on A as follows. So R is the given relation and these are the elements of R, and S is defined as, and T is also defined with these two elements. So the question is, in the A part we see that is R reflexive, symmetric, transitive. So we have to check three things about that relation, that whether it is reflexive or not. So we must check for reflexiveness that the element is attached or related to itself or not. So we need to check it for all the elements present in A. So for 0 we see here that 0 0 is present here and 1 1 is also present here, 2 2 is present and 3 3 is also present. So for all these elements here we say that it is reflexive. So for reflexiveness we have checked this set R, and for symmetric we know that if AB is related in R, then BA must be related in R. So 0 0 is related to 0 and vice versa. So now we check for 0 1. So we should see that 1 0 is present or not. So here is 1 0. So for this pair AB in the relation 1 0 is also present. So now we need to check it for 0 3, and for 0 3 we check that there is 3 0 and rest of the elements are related to themselves, so there is no need to check them. So it is also symmetric. Now what about transitive? So transitive relation को check करने के लिए हमें देखना है कि if A is related to B and B is related to C, then A must be related to C. Now we can check the transitive property of the given relation R with the help of diagraphs. So a diagraph is used to represent a relation. So here is the diagraph corresponding to the given relation R. So now we can see here that 0 is related to 1 and 1 is related to 0, and what we need to show is that 0 must be related to 0. So for transitive law we must check that if A is related to B and B is related to C, implies A is related to C. So this is this condition is needed to be checked, और यहाँ पे हम देखते हैं कि 3 जो है वो 0 से 0 जो है वो 3 से अटैच है, 0 3 से रिलेटेड है और 3 जो है वो 0 से रिलेटेड है. सो हमें क्या चेक करने की ज़रूरत है कि 0 इज़ रिलेटेड टू 0 और नॉट. So, इसी तरह हमने बाकी केसेस के लिए भी देखा. यहाँ पे जो चीज़ अहम है वो नोट करने वाली है वो ये है कि that 3 is also related to 0 and 0 is related to 1. So there must be an element 3 1. Since 3 is related to 0 and 0 is related to 1. So but we can see here there is no arrow here showing that 3 is related to 1. This implies that we don't have such element 3 1 in this relation, and hence this relation is not transitive. Now we see second relation and check it through diagram that the relation given is reflexive or not. So for reflexiveness, we check that for each element there is a loop or not. So there is only loop here for 0 and not for 1 and not for 2 and not for 3. So it is not reflexive. So this is not reflexive. Now we need to check that it is symmetric or not. So for symmetricness, what we need to check is that if 0 2 is present there, there must be 2 0. So we are seeing here that there is no arrow from 2 to 0. So 0 2 is present in the relation, but 2 0 is not present. Likewise 0 3 is present and 3 0 is not present. So we can say that this relation is not symmetric. Now lastly we need to check it for transitiveness. So for transitive, what we need to check is that if 0 is related to 2, then there is a relation from, and 2 is related to 3, then 0 and 3 must be related. So 0 and 3 must be, there is a connection between 0 and 3. So now we see that 0 is related to itself, 0, and 0 is related to 2. So 0 2 is present here, and 0 is related to 0 and 0 is related to 3. So 0 3 is also present here. So after checking through diagram, we see that this relation is transitive, and now we see that the last relation T, in which only 2 elements are present, 0 is related to 1 and 2 is related to 3. So there is no loop in this diagram, so this is not reflexive. And for symmetricness, there is an arrow from 0 to 1, and and the symmetricness says that 1 should be related to 0, so there must be an arrow from 1 to 0, but this arrow is not present here. So this element is not present in the relation. So this is also not symmetric. And for transitiveness, 0 is related to 1 and 1 is not related to some other, so we don't need to check 0 to that element. Just like 2 is related to 3 and 3 is not related to some other element, so we don't need to check that element. So this relation is transitive. Now we see here that how many different reflexive relations can be defined on a set A containing n elements. So to answer this question, we know that the total number of elements in A cross A will be n square, and therefore different relations on n can be generated by choosing different subsets out of these n square elements. So the total number of relations will be 2 raised power n square. Now we know that a reflexive relation, however, must contain the n elements for each element A belong to A. So after having this information, we say that consequently we can only choose among n square minus n element, and that is n into n minus 1 elements, to generate reflexive relations. So in A cross A, we have a n square elements, and these n elements are fixed in every such relation which is reflexive. So the number of subsets with fixed, by fixing these n elements, we need to choose the subset of A cross A from n square minus n elements, and that will be n into n minus n elements. So the total number of them will be 2 raised power n into n minus 1. Now here is a relation defined on real numbers, and we have seen this relation that x is related to y whenever x is less than y. So the first question is R reflexive? So for this type of relation we don't have a diagraph, so and we need to check it through a general observation, and we need to prove it generally. So is R reflexive? So what we need to show is that whether x is less than x or not. So we can see that this is not possible for any element, so this is not reflexive. So we can also say that by the definition of reflexive, for all x belong to R, x is less than x. But we can provide a counter example because we need to check it for all x. So let's take an example for x is equal to 0, and here we see that 0 is not equal to 0. So when we have to show that this is not true, then we produce a counter example to negate the statement. That's how we can check reflexiveness in this relation of real numbers. And now we need to check it for symmetricness. So what is the definition of symmetric? So R is symmetric if and only if for every pair x, y belong to R, if x is related to y, then y is related to x. So it says that if x is less than y, then y is less than x. And we know that this is not possible since we take a counter example here, which is 1 is less than 2 and 2 is not less than 1. So this relationship is not a symmetric relation. Now we see the transitive property here, and it can be seen easily that if a number is less than y, if x is less than y and y is less than some number z, we can say that this implies that x is also less than z. So this statement is true for this relation, and hence R is transitive.